Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Back Bushcraft family with another video, and before we get started here, I want to go over a couple things. Now, what this market review that I'm about to give doesn't tell you everything that's going on. There are a lot of things, port issues and things like that haven't come into play yet. Also, I've been getting quite a few reports that East Coast and West Coast farms don't have anybody to pick their crops. There's a major labor issue with pickers. So, with that said, we have some issues that will come ahead. You may not see too much of it in this report here, but it's coming. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Here we are for June 9th. And again, I do these on Monday. These come out Thursday or Friday. And usually, you know, they make mistakes and whatnot with a lot of it. And by the time Monday comes around, it's all fixed. So it's best for me to do them on Monday. So let's go ahead and get started. Man, them cherries look good. Asparagus. Peruvian imports are below averages. For now, the market is steady and quality is reported as good as fair, with jumbo sizing remaining limited. Avocados. Maturity remains remarkably high. The new crop is expected to start out of Jalisco in the next couple of weeks, then for all areas in July. Green beans. West Coast is showing limited supplies and only fair quality. The markets remain high and holding. Eastern supplies demands quality are all good, which is keeping the market steady for now. Again, that's where this comes in with the workers on the East and West Coast. We have berries, blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries. Blackberry supplies are lighter from Mexico, coupled with California areas delayed due to cool temps. Quality is fair to good. Markets are steady. Blueberry supplies remain light for the next 3 weeks due to light supplies from North Carolina, California, and Mexico markets. Are steady. Raspberry supplies are lighter for the next few weeks due to production gaps between Mexico and California. Markets are steady. Again, the production gaps, I think, is more labor issues is what it's going to be coming down to. And we have strawberry. Supplies remain good in California. Extra large sizing is also causing some mechanical bruising during packaging. Markets remain steady. Broccoli and cauliflower. The broccoli market is steady to higher as demand shifts more to the West Coast. Quality is good. Cauliflower supplies are good and markets are lower. Sizing has improved and quality is good. Celery. Oxnard numbers are steady and expected to be good until Salinas production ramps up in the coming weeks. We have our citrus, lemons, limes, and oranges. Or lemons, oranges, and limes. Lemons from California are peaking. Large fancy, 115, 95, and 75 count. And Mexico is peaking at 115, 140, and 175 count. Fancy and choice. Some boxes have mixed colors due to mixed maturity levels. Quality is good overall. Lime volumes is predominantly small with limited volume on large sizes, and that is 110 to 115 count. Markets remain stable. The orange crops are peaking in 72-88 count and grading heavier into choice markets are active on 88 count, 113 count, and 138 count. And let's go ahead and head up here we have our top 5. Blueberries are under alert with expected light supplies for the next 3 weeks. Which means prices will go up on blueberries, so be warned about that. Brussels sprouts. Demand exceeds the extremely light supply on value-added in bulk packages. Red cabbage, again, supplies are our biggest concern. That's it. That's all they say on it. Again, here we go with honeydew melons. Supplies are extremely limited. Peppers, red and yellow. Eastern area supplies are short. And we're going to be getting a lot more of that in the coming weeks. And as we go down here, you see that the peppers, red and yellow, are on the alert. Same thing with honeydews and our tomatoes. Demand and this is for cucumbers, demand remains good and quality is good. East Coast supplies are limited on super selected. The market is getting stronger as older areas have finished. Georgia is light in supply. And I've heard that quite a bit for our cucumbers. Eggplants. California volumes are starting and quality is just fair. Demand is good with market pressures for number 1 as packs out are number 2 grade. Eastern supplies are good with more volume starting in Georgia. Demand is good and markets are steady. Grapes, green and red. Green and red grapes are still extremely tight, but supplies will start to improve daily as we work out a way through the week. Markets have come off, but are slightly very, very high. We got lettuce. Overall supplies are good. Markets are fairly steady. And then we got melons, honeydews, and cantaloupe. Cantaloupe supplies from Arizona and California are starting to pick up to hopefully offset Mexico's decline. Honeydew supplies are extremely limited and demand exceeds supply. Flexibility on sizes will become necessary to satisfy demand. So that means really small little honeydew melons will we be seeing in the market. The price will still be up. Onions, red, yellow, and white, or red, white, and yellow. Markets are firm as we start to transition from the Imperial Valley to the Central Valley, putting more pressure on New Mexico, pushing that market up. Go up to the top. Peppers, green, red, and yellow are under alert. Central California is poised to start green pepper harvesting, overlapping with the desert and Mexico, which will keep supplies meeting demand. Desert red and yellow peppers are expected to run through June. Markets have dippled slightly with demand fairly good. Weird choice of words, whoever's doing these market reviews. Dippled. Dipped. Okay. Eastern, here comes a cat. Eastern green bell supplies. Ouch! And he didn't make the jump. Okay, here we go again. Greenbelt supplies are plentiful, quality is good, and the market is low. Red and yellow bell pepper supplies are short. Potatoes. Demand remains light at elevated markets. Larger sizes are lighter in supply, and smaller sizes having better availability. Quality remains good. The market is steady. We have squash, zucchini, and yellow squash. Supplies are steady and quality is good, which is keeping West Coast markets steady. Yellow squash volumes expected to be tighter in the coming weeks as Mexico finish. Squash supplies light out of Georgia and the market is stronger. Products have started in the Carolinas. Okay. And again, we're getting a lot of this from Georgia and Florida with the light amount of food that we're getting from there. Overall, okay, tomatoes. Overall, markets are steady with volumes available on all varieties. Quality remains good. Now, hothouse, beefsteak, and tomato on the vine supplies are lighter and demand expected supplies in various regions. Okay, now we're going up to our reality check, and there's not much here except for Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and again, peppers, and the melons, the honeydew melons. Everything else is pretty much the same. Price has gone up on pretty much everything here. There's nothing in low. Okay, there you have it. That is our market review for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, God bless.